Welcome back, people. Jasonwalker34 here, back on another episode of Drug Dealer Simulator 2. Alright, so our amphetamine laboratory area and meth setup is done. We finished that in the last episode. Over the course of a lot of pausing throughout the video, so I could actually do the longer, just driving between the long spots and the short spots, because I had to keep taking the boat back and forth between the old amphetamine lab and the new amphetamine lab just to drop off everything. But now that's done, so now I'm caught up, and now I can go actually start exploring the map and doing missions again, because, well, I do kind of need to do that. Hi lady, Kira.
What's up?
Long time no see, burglar. I liked the way you work. Interested in doing a little job for me? Sure.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Nice. Here's the deal. I need you to blow up a car. I managed to get you a bomb. How'd you do that, and where'd you get it, and why don't I have access to this person? But if you're into crafts, here's the schematic. No fucking way. I just learned how to craft a bomb. I think I just learned how to craft a bomb. Craft your first bomb? How the fuck do I do that? Huh? Excuse me? I'm like, what? I got boom boom maker. I love how they call it the boom boom maker of bomba. I got the bomba, boys. It's time to go plant it somewhere. Oh. Well, hello there.
Hey, you lost, buddy?
Oh, you're a tough guy, huh?
Beat his ass!
Kill him!
I gotta stop. Alright, welcome back, people. Jasonwalker34 here, back with another episode of Drug Dealer Simulator 2. Alright, so we're gonna try this again because, well, I just died to some thugs, and I'm holding almost $400,000 worth of money. I still need to drop it off at a local pawn shop, or I can hold on to it to buy that off-road car, provided I can find the person that's selling it. I gotta go talk to Kira again and pick up the boom boom that she's apparently given me. She also apparently gave me a schematic to make more, which not sure how I'm gonna do that aside from maybe the DIY table. The DIY table sounds like something that would be used for that particular purpose, to making bombs. No, I died to some thugs that were literally right there. They had bats, so I'm actually
Pleasure.
died. I died to the thugs that were literally right up here. Pretty sure. Okay, good. They're not here this time. Thank God. Oh God. There's the cops. What the hell? The cops are out this late? Oh God. Thank God I don't actually have drugs on me, or they would have sniffed it out. They would have smelled it. Can I place it under the car? Ah! Run! Run, boys! Hoy. Okay. That's done. I'm now a person of interest again. I'm gonna run around this way, and I'm gonna hit the road bridge out of town, and I'm gonna go up here and try to find that person that's offering that off-road car thing. I would like to actually be able to have myself a car. I may not be able to drive around, but an off-road car does sound kind of nice. I have apparently a voice message from Kira, most likely. I'll have to find a phone so I can listen to it. There should be a phone somewhere around here. I can also go right by this place here, and I can pick up the money from this place as well, without running into the local thugs here.
Hey, you lost, buddy?
Let's see how you're a tough guy.
Beat his ass.
Come here, you fucker. Yeah. How do you?
I really wish these people would stop attacking me and they would stop dying. Because now I'm a suspect. Well, that means I can't go back to any of the local places, any of the spots, any of my hideouts. Luckily, all my hideouts are now barred with these windows that have grenade blocking abilities. We're going to pick up this money now because, well, I need that money. We're going to move this back up here into this corner, like way up here, the very top of the screen here, because I need to move the recording thing as far up as possible without losing track of it, so I can actually still see it, and also I'll probably just stay in the house until I lose my suspect wanted status, which is going to take some time, 24 minutes exactly. If I do that, I'm going to wait. I'm going to basically just hit pause, and I'm going to wait the entire time, the entire duration of that time. I'm going to pick up the money first, and I'm going to actually go attempt to buy that car, because I now have, well, after this, I'll have over $400,000, probably almost $500,000, which should be more than enough to buy that car, if there is such a thing. Small empty bottle, mobile phone, electrical wires, a firecracker, duct tape, synthetic fertilizer, and acetone. Random. It's a very random recipe, but I'm pretty sure I have at least some of that. I know I don't have a firecracker. I also don't have acetone bottled. If it just requires a certain percentage, like a certain amount of it, I can just grab whatever kilogram ratio it requires and just stick that in there. But it might actually require a specific amount in a bottle, probably, because you have to actually have the proper chemicals and the chemical makeup to actually be able to do it. That's why I was asking for acetone, because acetone, you have to be able to pour that in the bottle, small bottle. You put the phone on the front of the bomb, on the front of the bottle, with the wires coming from the mobile phone into the bottle. Most likely, I don't actually have any knowledge of this, so I'm just kind of bullshitting out of my mouth right now. But I'm kind of assuming the wire would go from the phone into the bottle, into the chemical acetone material in there. The firecracker would probably be at the end of the wire, so the electrical current from the phone would then go to the firecracker, lighting the fuse that's on the firecracker. The firecracker is in the middle of all that stuff, so as soon as it blows up, boom. And the duct tape is just to duct tape it all together so it doesn't fall apart when you're placing it down. Do you really think I like beating these poor fools up? No, I really fucking hate that shit. It's irritating to me. Personally irritating. I know there's somebody around here that's selling a car.
Yeah? There's a catch.
Yay, freaking car. car has minimum from town rep of 2. Oh. Oh no, I can actually use it to get around faster. The only that place I can't reach is the fucking house over here. But I could go everywhere else for the most part. This is funny, I can use a car to go basically almost everywhere. Almost everywhere. Except well, one place. But I can't go to Pedro's place. I could park a car right at the gas station here. I go in the gas station, buy a gas can, and stick it in there. And I'm like, hey man. uh, ooh, I can even load drugs with this thing. Ooh, 70 liters. Damn. How much money do I still have? 77,000? Eh, not bad.
Oh, hello there.
Can
Came
I
back to
have
buy something?
gas? I'm gonna buy all the gas you have. Check.
Come by when I restock. I'm sure you'll
I'm gonna
find
stick
something for
all the
yourself.
gas I can up in this thing, and I'm gonna use it to get around. Obviously, there's not gonna be enough room for a lot of drugs, but because most of the inventory is gonna be filled with gas cans, so I can actually get around a large portion. But now I can actually get all the way back over here to Lonzo's place. Or over to my cottage. Okay. I mean, obviously the loading screen is going to take a tad longer if you're driving a car. It's not exactly where I thought it would be, but it's close enough. Let's just hope a raid doesn't happen or I'm really fucked. Not really, but still, I mean, it would be sort of, slightly irritating. I'm going to move all my money into this safe because I know damn good well if I have all my money here, it won't actually be stolen. For the most part. I need to just keep growing weed. Keep throwing the females over here. In here. I'm going to burn through all the females, and then we're going to grow the few males I have, grow more seeds, stick all the seeds in here, get more females, burn through all the females again. Obviously, we're running out of fertilizer on a very large scale, so I'm probably going to have to take my car back up to Pedro's place, just so I can actually... Hey, as far as I'm concerned, the car was a good purchase. That car. I didn't want any other car because why? That car actually has a big gas tank, a really big one, so I won't have to fill it up very much. And if I do, I can literally just buy all the gas from that one gas station, and then, or at least three of the three large cans, and then maybe 2 or 3 of the small cans, and stick all of it in there, which will actually fill it all the way up. I only have enough for like, I only have enough to fuel like 2 more plants at best. because fertilizer is not easy to get. I have one spot I can get it from. I can either steal a lot of it, losing a lot of reputation, but not really. I'm not really losing that much reputation over the overall reputation I'm holding. And I'm pretty sure that island's part of either Caljun or the archipelago, because those are the two spots that the house is actually closest to. It's either in it's either in Lonzo's territory or Pedro's territory, which I'm already maxed in both of those territories. So I don't have to worry about it. The only thing I need to do in their territories now is maximize demand somehow. I've already given them a lot of drugs and it's not really increased the demand by that much. Not really. Because I'm still making more or less the same amount as I usually do, so it's not really changing very much. We're just going to harvest all the rest of it. We're going to set up 2 more. And then I'm going to go outside once I get all this weed plants into my inventory. We're going to go out here and we're going to set up a whole bunch of them onto the outdoor drying racks. I mean, believe it or not, this is actually doing me pretty good amount. Alright, that's another kilogram wrapped up. I need at least, I would say at least 6, maybe 7 kilograms, maybe even 8, 12? It really just depends on the amount of drug dealers I have. I have 2 here, 3 over at the other house, 1 on the island, 1 in the jungle. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 kilograms. I need at least 14 kilograms worth of weeds packed and ready before I can consider taking that. And I'll stuff that in the back of the car, or probably not. I'll probably just hold it on me and then slowly run around on foot, obviously, to each of the drug dealers' areas and drop it off. Like 2 kilograms for each guy, each person. And then, once I do that, I will, of course, have at least 1 kilogram of amphetamine per person. So that means I need 7 kilograms of amphetamine in total, at least. If I had 14 kilograms of amphetamine, which it would be very difficult because even with the lab technician, that shit is it takes a very long time to grow or make. It takes a very long time for me to be able to make that stuff. It takes a very long time. I have 3 vat baths, and it still takes me a long time. With the vat baths, even with the lab technician, it still takes time. All of them are down to a small, very tiny portion of cannabis indica. So, homemade bomba. I can do that up to the other house. I'm pretty sure I have all the synthetic fertilizer I need up there. I just need to hold off a whole bunch of bottles from whenever I'm using, like, vinegar and other stuff. Like if I buy all the acetone and the smaller bottles of acetone, then I'll have all that stuff I need. Then I need all the wires and firecrackers I can get, and then bam, I have all the duct tape I need up there. This is probably the spot I'm going to actually set my dealer up in, the distributor. I'm going to set that person up here, and I'm going to literally just stick him right here in this corner, because the safe is here. So if this guy's here, and I keep all my drugs here, that means maybe I'll be able to actually micromanage the area. All the weed will be distributed on an even basis. For the most part, all of them will never run out of weed again. I won't have to fuck with it as much. Let's just go down here to the bunker. Obviously, the bunker is like the beach, because I highly doubt we can just pull up to the bunker. But, close enough. The bunker's the bunker. We have a car. We can literally just yeet ourselves all over the place pretty quickly, picking up all the additional cash we have.
Hey, boss. I'm here.
Thanks. I'll use that elsewhere. Most of my drug dealers are completely out of drugs, so none of them are selling because they're all out of amphetamine. They're literally all out of amphetamine right now. All of them. Every single fucking one of them. They're all out. So the only way I'd be able to do that is to park at Pedro's, go down to my boat dock, alright, and actually, like, race over. Oh, it wouldn't have made much of a difference if I would have parked at the old amphetamine lab. It wouldn't have made much of a difference because that house is small as shit anyways. I'll just leave that boat there, and I'll go over here to the house. I'll see if they have any, I'll go in here, grab my boat, and we're gonna haul ass back out to our other island, our island fortress out here where we're throwing all the amphetamine at. We're just gonna check to see how much amphetamine we have, because we need at least 7 kilograms before we can really, consider leaving to go out and grow a bunch more. I also need to try to salvage as much of the amphetamine from that warehouse as I can. Stealing just the regular green fertilizer, not the synthetic, because the synthetic is not the same as the other one, which I wrongly, I actually thought that they were the same. They're not. They're very different, and I actually, at first, I really thought they were the same. At least in the game standards, I thought they were the same, so I thought it would work the same way. No. Doesn't work like that. So, I have 622 milligrams of meth, which is really, I mean, honestly, I only need to give that to... If I grow just a little bit more meth, literally just a tiny bit more, I could give each dealer 100 grams of meth. 100 grams. And 100 grams would give me a little bit because, I mean, generally the island doesn't have any meth heads on it. Actually, that's a lie. I've had at least a few people asking for meth over there, but I'm not able to make enough of this stuff to... Well, I'm not able to make enough of that stuff fast enough to actually be considered really long term. I have basically almost everything here I need. We're going to wait for this to grow up a little bit more, and we're going to cycle 2 more into its place. Yeah. at 504 grams, which really isn't that much, generally speaking. But right now, I'm literally just trying to use up my water. Eh. I mean, technically, I could just go take it back, but it really wouldn't make much of a difference because all my fertilizer is here, so... I'm taking those seeds back now because, well, I've used up enough water for now, and I need to be able to grow a lot more in terms of overall money. Oh, it just became daybreak, so this place is locked up tight.
Hey, don't be hasty. We'll get to that.
Hello. Now, what do you need?
$88,000 at the bare
Bye,
minimum.
friend. Come back soon.
Bare minimum, $88,000. I need at least that in order to buy all that fertilizer and bring that back to the wheat house. So it'll last me a short time. Long enough to go through at least a few grow cycles of weed. $77,000? Damn! That's probably all from that place right there, because that place is using up way more power than I originally thought. And it's using up a lot of money, so I don't have a whole long time. I mean, once I finish with the meth, once I finish making
Welcome
the meth, I
back.
won't be using
Need
those
anything?
ovens anymore, so I'll be able to get rid of them.
That's it? Well, pity. Goodbye.
I'm not really growing anything at the moment. I mean, the only thing I'm making as of now is I'm drying a large portion of weed. A very large portion. I'm going to try to move my guy over once I actually finish making the meth. Say 640. It's basically enough to get at least somewhere done. Close enough. Not really, but close. It's more or less close enough. So basically, I'm losing $100,000 today at the bare minimum, so I need to hurry up and pack up all the amphetamine I can, split it off into whatever tiny 7-person portions I can, and take it over to whoever I can get it to. The amphetamine's really the only thing I'm actually making a lot of right now, but that's not really a good thing. Yeah, because weed is not really up right now. Weed is down because I'm not growing as much. I'm not growing enough to actually feed to all the local cartels to keep a lot of people buying it. But I'm actually going to hire a distributor. Once I do that, I won't have that problem anymore. I'll be able to grow the stuff as quickly as possible and simply bring whatever I have over to a general place. And then that person, the distributor, will take off a small portion of it or whatever and use his skills to take it to all the drug dealers, which will then bring money, which I can then go over to Marcus and buy all of his stuff and bring all of that amphetamine back over here as well, which will then provide them with at least a little bit more. I can also buy the pink stuff as well. I made as much salt as much amphetamine salt as I could get my hands on. I did it as quickly as possible, as fast as possible. It still really wasn't that much, or nearly enough. Anyways, let's see what this person has to say.
Hello again, burglar. I've talked to my associates, and I would like to meet you to talk business. Find me in the club at Slavs Bay. Talk later.
Yo, listen up. The Slavs are cool and all, but beware, huh? The Slavs Bay ain't exactly a safe area. You can get in trouble easily if you're not careful. Be prepared for that.
Yeah, I've been down there several fucking times. I'm actually kind of glad I went down there, because I was able to do stow money away pretty easily down there. I'm gonna move my large currency over here. Split my money up by a little bit, and we're gonna go over here. We're gonna unpack all the fertilizer. Bro, I literally just have to get through as many of the females as possible while I'm using all the seeds to make more females, which I can then in turn turn into more weed to a certain extent. Alright, well, that's it for that place. As much as I can do here. I can't really do much else here. I'm also going to try to prepare at least 16 grams, maybe even 17 grams, 17 kilograms of weight. 14 for the dealers, 14 for the dealers, 2 kilograms per piece, and the extra 3 kilograms will be for Lonzo, and I'll separate it between Lonzo and Pedro so I can increase the demand in their areas by quite a lot, so I actually start making more money off of weed so I can stop having to make as much amphetamine. Because honestly, it takes far longer to make that than I originally anticipated. I did not think it would actually take that long. Even with the really fancy stuff, it still takes forever to make. I'm not exactly happy about that. It takes way too long to make that stuff. I need to get my hands on somebody that's able to give me some pot. Potassium hydroxide stuff. But my car is actually over here, so I can actually use that to get around more faster than my boat, because my boat can't get to all the places. Well, let's see. I'm gonna move my boat over here. As soon as I get my car over here, I'm gonna leave the car. I'm gonna grab the bus stop. I'm gonna take the bus as far over there as possible, then run back over to where my boat is. And I'm gonna grab the boat. And I'm gonna use the car. And I'm gonna start just simply using the car to get around between the spots instead of the boat, because I can take the boat as long as I can get enough reputation in the areas. I can maintain my empire. I'm not really able to make this stuff fast enough, all the drugs. I'm not able to make the weed fast enough. I'm not making it fast enough to actually keep up with the overwhelming demand for amphetamine, mainly, because amphetamine is apparently a very powerful drug that I do not have a lot of. I'm not able to make enough of it. I have a lot of those water bath things, but honestly, I feel like the pressure cookers were doing the work faster than those laboratory baths. The laboratory baths have a much higher dosage, though. Like they're able to make way more quantity wise. They're able to make the same amount as far as grammage. Actually, no, I think that's a lie. I think they're able to make more than the pressure cookers, at least by maybe a gram or two. I think it's like a gram, maybe 2 grams difference, something like that. It's not much, but it's a big enough difference to actually notice. Making 7 kilograms of meth gonna be pretty damn difficult.
Hey, here.
You know, I actually forgot you were here, but that's money. Money for me that I might need later, so I'm actually a person of interest still, so I need to improve my relationship in the other 2 areas before I can really efficiently use my car. I need to improve my relationship at least to tier 2 before I can start zipping my car all over the place. Once I improve my relationship in the jungle, I'll be able to go more or less everywhere. I mean, not exactly everywhere, but close enough to everywhere.
Great day for swimming.
And the good thing about the car, I don't have to pay for fast travel. I don't have to use a bus pass. I just have to have enough respect in every area in order to actually be able to use it. The only place I can't really go to is the island where the amphetamine lab is. But I need to start increasing my drug production by a lot. Technically about, I would say maybe 300 grams per drug dealer would be enough to last at least a while. Actually, a long time. 2 kilograms of weed, though, that's going to last a while. That's going to last a long ass time.
Mantente ahí. Oye, quédate ahí. Detente un segundo. Tú, quédate donde estás. Buen día, señor.
I'm doing nothing wrong. Wait here until they go away. I don't trust them, because the last time I walked away, they came back and fought me. Run over the hill really quickly before they change their mind. I don't trust them a damn bit. I don't trust those guys a damn bit. Alright. Let's go on and get back to the other house over here. We're going to go back around to the amphetamine joint and see how much amphetamine we have built up. We're also going to grab whatever meth we have and try to split it up at least into 6 things of meth. 6 bags of 100 kilogram bags. My words are coming out in jumbles, man. 6 100-gram bags of meth, plus a 40-gram bag for whoever's left after that. Probably the island dude. The small island dude, maybe, would be best for him, because, I mean, he's not going to have it for very long, and I can't make that much of that stuff. The money will be nice, at least while it lasts, but I don't really need to put meth into the market until I can guarantee a continuous production of it, which I cannot guarantee. So I really don't need to start feeding it into the people, because the dealers won't be able to really do anything. I mean, I've got almost 2 whole kilograms, which is, let's see. Calculator. $2,100. I need at least 2.1 grams, at least, in order to give at least everybody 300 grams. Can I actually do grams on this calculator? .1. Okay, so yeah, it is 300 grams at the very bare minimum per person. But that's only if I can get to 2,100 grams at the very bare minimum. If I can get to 2,500, that's an extra 100 grams per person, which is nice. So, that's what I'm going to work on. At least I'm going to try. I can't guarantee how long I'll be able to do that for, but I'm going to try my best to get at least 400 grams per person. I'm going to go ahead and take out at least the 400 that I can get my hands on. $400. That's 4. I need 3 more, basically. I can also take the 500 cannabis and take that over to the other place for the distributor, provided I actually get my hands on that guy. Not too bad. Apparently they, I mean, if they ever do notice that, they're definitely going to fix it. I mean, I don't really care if they fix it. I mean, if they don't fix it, it's an easy way to fill the tank back up without having to dump all your gas into your thing just to fill your gas cans back up. But I have almost all the amphetamine I need, so that's something. Now, I just need to get the, like, 17 kilograms of weed. Once I get the amphetamine I need, I'm taking that lab technician off this area. Because I will not be using this lab technician all that much. The lab technician literally just doubles everything, doubles the production capacity of everything, and then lowers the production time by like a tiny amount. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. At this particular point, I'm literally just trying to motor through as much of this as I can, making as much amphetamine because I still need at least 2 more amphetamine bags. And then whatever I make after that to finish off the salts I have, whatever I go after that will literally get bagged up in one major wrapping of this stuff and be taken over to the other place to act as the first deployment for the distributor. Because once I put all these 300, 400 gram wraps down for all the people, I'm going to be basically rolling in money for a very long time. At least until they run out of money. Or drugs. Because 2,000 grams of weed and 400 grams of amphetamine, that is a lot of drugs per person. That's a lot. And they're going to be making so much money that I literally won't be able to get to them all to actually grab the money. So as soon as I do this, I'm going to have to basically go straight for the person to get the distribution. Honestly, as far as Archipelago goes, I'm trying to get this area set up so I can actually get more customers out of the area, because I have enough people here that I can actually. I have one more person. I have the technician, but I'm going to move her to the other place as soon as I get a few more employees. I want to move that person to the weed joint so I can lessen the amount of money that this is taking, because the amphetamine business is literally it's at my daily cost, because I'm using the technician, is just over 100,000 a day, and that's a lot of money because I'm not making any money. At least nothing in retrospect. I'm not actually making any money. Technically, I mean, I guess technically I'm making a little bit, but not really enough to actually be considered a lot. Because, like, I'm just trying to motor through what little bit of the salts I can, basically all of them, so I can wrap up basically everything. And as soon as I do that, I'll be good. I've also basically put everything into these dryers that I have so far. They still got 2 plants here, so it's 23 minutes worth of more or less waiting. So yeah, I guess I'm going to be waiting here for a short while, actually. And I'm going to finish off this episode most likely by at least taking the drugs to the different people. Because most likely by the time I finish this, I will at least have the amphetamine, so I'll be able to take that over to the other place where my car is, and I'll be able to take the car and drive to all the individual places, and I'll be able to drop off all the drugs in the designated areas for all the people that require drugs. As far as the area where there's 3 people, I have to find a spot where I can drop 3 individual drug drops, because there's 3 drops that I have to make, so I have to have 3 different spots that I can drop the drugs at. This is why I need a distributor, so I can distribute the supplies to them through a distributor. I can tell him how much drugs I want each person to have, like 1,000 grams of weed and like at least 200 grams of amphetamine per day. And I'm like, if they don't have that, then I'm like, I would probably lessen it down to 100 grams because they're not really going to use that much per day. Maybe 200 just to make sure. And if they don't have enough, I'll have to go and buy from Marcus. That's $100,000 a day just to buy all his amphetamine. But that's 100 grams of amphetamine right there at least. Maybe a little over 100 grams. I think it's like 150 to 170 grams at least. Something like that. Let's see. How are we doing? I'm literally just trying to burn through all the salt I have so I can make up as many freaking wraps of the amphetamine as I can. Once I do that, I'm basically good. So now it's just time for me to wait. Alright, well, I'm bored. Let's see. We got almost enough for our 6th package. We now have enough, actually. Nice. Okay, let's go over here and we'll grab this. 400, bam. Grab that, bam, done. Alright, let's go for our last portion of the game of this episode. We're going to go down here. We're going to ride back around to the other house where the weed thing is. And we're going to drop these packages off. We're going to go to meet that lady in Slide Bay, Kira. We're going to go do that meeting. Obviously, we're not going to really go to do much because the next distributor probably will be in the jungle house, most likely. If not, I'll probably put it a little bit further west. But I'll probably put the next one in the jungle territory somewhere. I might move that house. I might get rid of that house just because it's a bad spot on my island that's on the further side of the jungle territory. Kind of a little closer to Slide Bay, most likely. Alright, let's go up here. We're just gonna stack all this into the inventory. We're gonna stack all the weed, all the grass I have into these storage inventory here. So we're gonna grab this, slap that in there, add that to the total. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna slap that in there. Bam, done. Alright, so we're just gonna keep using all of these seeds. Go outside, stack up some of this into each one. I'll just park the car here because this is about as close as I'm going to get to the area over here because I don't have any reputation in these two areas, which will be something I work on. tomorrow when I get off. I kind of just slid into the water, so it provided me a little bit of an access, because it kind of just slid me across the waters. Now, I just need to get the distributor table so I can start distributing drugs to all my people and actually start making money again, because without the distributor, I'm not able to actually get around fast enough to feed all the drug dealers the drugs they require to actually keep making the big bucks that I need to keep my empire going. I've not even started anything in Slab Bay yet, okay? I've not done a damn thing in Slab Bay. In fact, I've actually been trying to avoid Slab Bay because of how damn dangerous it is. This place is so fucking dangerous, it ain't funny. There's so many bad guys here. Oh god. I don't think this technically counts. I think this technically counts as me walking. Oh god. Okay, good. I found a little spot I could stand on, so now I can get across to these standing stairs and stuff. Run across the top of these buildings to get to wherever the hell this place is. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just trying to get across the bay. Can I go over here? Should be able to go over this way and find my way back up the mountain, up the hill, to wherever the fuck this lady is staying, which I have no idea where she's staying, but I'm gonna try to find out. All I know is the drug dealers around this area are way stronger than what I'm capable of doing. I know where she's at. She's in the bar that's making all the noise over here. That's where she's always at. Or at least I'm pretty sure. I'm like 50% sure. I don't know for certain, but this is maybe one of the first few times I'm actually going over here to literally look for this person. That.
Hey, you lost, buddy?
No, I'm not lost.
Okay, now you're... Don't let him get away! Oh, God! Oh, damn it. Oh.
Don't really care for that weapon. I just need to heal a little. The random drug dealers around are all, the random little gang members around are always an issue for me. Yeah, because they're always causing trouble for me. They're always trying to pick a fight. And I'm glad, thankfully glad that just about every time they fucking die. I've basically nearly been mortally wounded. I don't know if this is considered copyright. God, I hope not, because even I have streamer mode on, and this is still playing, so...
Alright, now that we're here, what do you need? Yeah, need anything?
Well, you're literally no
Well, what do you need? Thanks, I'll take care of it.
Let's go down and just...
And so it begins. Americans and their shining fighters. Now, don't worry, they're not here for you. They just started a war with rebels in a nearby country whose name I can't even remember or pronounce. Just get used to seeing them around.
Yay! I get to fucking see the damn fighter jets. So what? They're starting a... God, I really hope that doesn't mean the Americans are gonna be a fucking everywhere. I don't really mind the Americans, but damn. And they run down to the where they run down and bring me the package. They say, well, I'm in work fast. If you succeed, I'll show you what I have in stock. You mean steal? Hell yeah, same to say. I bought them myself, but why should I do the thing? But why should I do thank you when you can help me out? By the way, I'm really glad you're here. And I don't envy you, not only you're new here, but that might be a challenge, but also you'll face some logistic problems with traveling north. But where were we? Are you in or out? And why not? Okay. Steel parts are they using? Do I have my crowbar? I have crowbars and lockpicks, but if it requires something else, we might be in a bit of a trouble. A wee bit of a problem if it requires anything else that I do not currently have. Alright, let's just get up here and try to find out whatever the heck this is up here. I know, I need to improve my relationship in the jungle before I really start working with Slavs Bay, but I don't have anybody down here. I don't have any, like, serious drug operations, like dealers, a house, or anything else going on down here, so honestly, I'm not really worried about Slavs Bay. I don't have anything down here that's considered territory, I guess you could say. I have no houses or property. I have no dealers down here, so I have nothing to really worry about. The only thing I need to worry about is my own personal safety, because I am in a very dangerous territory, because I have no properties nearby which I can run to and hide in. Nothing. Only thing I can do is basically pray that there's something I can actually break into that doesn't require some over excessive use of force to break into. I'm upset now. I don't have wire cutters. Let's see.
Need anything?
Do you have wire cutters? You do not.
See you around then.
I'm very upset with you now, random person. The only other place I could probably check would be the construction store. And even then, they may not even have what I need. Because the only other place I could go would be the weed shop. Which means I would have to go all the way back over to where my car is just so I could go get that shit. You know what? I might as well do that. I'm just gonna end it here so I can go over there and grab the wire cutters and get this stuff set up for the next episode so I can actually get this stuff for this man here. Anyways, if you like this episode, please do leave a like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you again in the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching.